Imagine living a life where nothing can disturb your sense of peace, where you remain calm no matter the chaos surrounding you. How would it feel to go through life with unwavering tranquility, even in the face of criticism, problems, or uncertainty? This vision, though it may seem unattainable, lies at the heart of Buddhist teachings. In today's fast-paced world, where stress, anxiety, and distractions abound, the quest for inner peace is more relevant than ever. The modern lifestyle is filled with responsibilities, information overload, and emotional turbulence. Yet, despite these challenges, the teachings of Buddhism provide timeless wisdom that can guide us toward a state of inner calm that is not dependent on external conditions. Buddhist teachings, though ancient, are practical tools for navigating the complexities of modern life. As Buddha once said, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." This wisdom highlights the importance of cultivating inner resilience, a quality that enables us to remain strong and peaceful regardless of external circumstances. Today, we will explore 10 powerful Buddhist principles that can help you achieve this inner strength. These teachings will show you how to stay calm, resilient, and centered, no matter what life throws at you. By incorporating these principles into your daily routine, you can create an unshakable foundation of peace within yourself, making it impossible for negativity to affect you. Let's begin by delving into the first principle: firm purposes. 1. Firm purposes, building the foundation of resilience. The journey toward inner peace starts with having firm purposes. But what does this mean, and how does it relate to resilience? In essence, firm purposes are your guiding stars, your clear goals and values that serve as your roadmap through life. When you know what you want and why it matters, you're less likely to be thrown off course by challenges or obstacles. Think of firm purposes as the bedrock of your mental and emotional resilience. Without clear intentions, we are easily swayed by the whims of external events. But with a well-defined purpose, we gain clarity and strength. This clarity not only helps us stay on track, but also provides the determination to overcome difficulties. Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it." This profound statement encourages us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, finding what gives our lives meaning and dedicating ourselves fully to that purpose. It's not just about setting goals, but about aligning those goals with our deepest values and passions. Each morning, take a few minutes to remind yourself of your firm purposes. What are your most important goals? What values do you want to embody? This daily reflection creates a strong foundation that anchors you, no matter how chaotic life becomes. As you focus on these purposes, you'll find that the small annoyances and challenges of life begin to lose their power over you. Your clear sense of direction will guide you through even the most difficult times. Like a ship navigating through stormy seas, your firm purposes will keep you on course, allowing you to remain calm and composed despite external turbulence. 2. Become untouchable. Mastering emotional control. Imagine having the power to stay calm and peaceful, no matter what others say or do. This concept of being untouchable is central to Buddhist teachings on emotional control. Many of the difficulties we face in life come not from the events themselves, but from how we react to them. Buddhism teaches that no one can hurt you without your consent. While you cannot control what happens to you, you always have control over how you respond. The key lies in realizing that your emotional responses are within your power to regulate. For example, consider how often we allow others' negative words or actions to affect us. Whether it's a rude comment or unfair treatment, we tend to internalize these external behaviors and let them disturb our peace of mind. But Buddhism reminds us that we can choose to rise above such negativity. When someone insults or criticizes you, you have a choice. You can allow their words to affect you, or you can choose to remain calm and detached. By not taking negative words personally, you become untouchable. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending that hurtful behavior doesn't exist. It means handling them with a clear and peaceful mind. As Buddha wisely said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This teaching reminds us that anger, while a natural response, ultimately harms us more than it does the person we are angry at. Anger clouds our judgment, leads to regretful actions and diminishes our inner peace. To cultivate this state of being untouchable, practice taking a pause before reacting to difficult situations. When faced with negativity, take a deep breath, reflect, and decide how you want to respond. Over time, this practice will strengthen your emotional resilience, allowing you to stay calm even in the face of adversity. 3. Insult and offense. Practicing patience and understanding. Throughout life, there will be moments when people insult or offend you. Whether it's a harsh word from a stranger or a hurtful remark from a loved one, these situations can be challenging to navigate. However, Buddhism teaches us to view such moments as opportunities to practice patience and self-control. When someone insults you, it's easy to feel like their words are an attack on your character. But if you pause and reflect, you'll often find that the insult says more about the other person's struggles than about your own worth. Perhaps they are going through a difficult time, or maybe they are projecting their insecurities onto you. Buddha taught, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." In other words, responding to anger or insults with more negativity only perpetuates the cycle of suffering. Instead, by responding with kindness and patience, you not only maintain your peace but also break the cycle of negativity. The next time someone insults you, take a moment to breathe and remind yourself that you have the power to choose your response. You don't have to let their words affect your peace of mind. By choosing not to take offense, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering and demonstrate the strength of your character. Over time, you'll find that insults and offenses bother you less and less. You'll be able to maintain your inner calm even in the face of rudeness or hurtful behavior. This is one of the most powerful forms of self-control, and it can dramatically improve your emotional well-being. Number 4, guarding your mind. Cultivating positive thoughts in Buddhism. The mind is often compared to a garden. Just as a gardener chooses which seeds to plant and nurtures them into healthy plants, we must be mindful of the thoughts and emotions we allow to take root in our minds. Guarding your mind means being conscious of what you focus on and what influences you allow into your life. Our thoughts shape our reality, and the beliefs we nurture will ultimately determine how we see the world and how we feel inside. If we let negative thoughts take over, we are bound to feel stressed, anxious, or unhappy. Conversely, by focusing on positive and empowering thoughts, we can create an inner world of peace and strength. This doesn't mean ignoring negative thoughts altogether, but rather recognizing them when they arise and choosing not to let them dominate our mental landscape. In a sense, guarding your mind is about weeding out the harmful thoughts that don't serve your well-being. By doing so, you create space for positive thoughts to flourish, fostering a mindset that supports happiness and inner peace. One effective way to guard your mind is through mindfulness meditation. This practice helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to observe them without judgment. Over time, mindfulness helps you cultivate a calm and focused mind, capable of handling life's challenges with grace. As Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This profound truth highlights the importance of guarding your mind and choosing thoughts that lead to peace, happiness, and resilience. Number 5, overcoming fear and shame, embracing courage and self-acceptance. Fear and shame are two of the most powerful emotions that can hold us back from living our best lives. These feelings often stem from deep-seated beliefs and past experiences, creating invisible barriers that prevent us from pursuing our dreams, building meaningful relationships, and being our true selves. In Buddhism, overcoming fear and shame is seen as a crucial step toward achieving inner peace and strength. Fear is often a reaction to the unknown or the possibility of losing something important. Whether it's the fear of failure, rejection, or even success, this emotion can keep us stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and hesitation. Shame, on the other hand, is a painful feeling of being flawed or unworthy. It arises when we feel that we have not lived up to societal expectations or our own standards. Shame can make us avoid situations where we might be judged or criticized, keeping us from fully embracing who we are. To overcome these emotions, Buddhism teaches that we must confront them directly. Rather than running from fear and shame, we should examine where they come from, and recognize that they are often based on old beliefs that no longer serve us. By acknowledging our fears and feelings of shame, we take the first step toward letting go of their power over us. This process requires self-compassion, treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend. As we cultivate self-compassion, we gradually replace fear and shame with courage and self-acceptance. 6. Transform everyone into a relentless teacher. Embracing humility and growth. In life, we encounter all kinds of people, some who inspire us, some who challenge us, and others who test our patience. Buddhism offers a unique perspective on these interactions. Every person we meet can be seen as a teacher, providing important lessons that help us grow. This mindset encourages us to approach even the most difficult interactions with curiosity and openness. Rather than getting frustrated or defensive when someone challenges us, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this person? By viewing everyone as a teacher, especially those who irritate or offend us, we gain valuable insights into our own behavior and emotional triggers. We learn patience, compassion, and self-awareness, qualities that strengthen our inner peace and resilience. Number 7, forge an unshakable ethical code, living with integrity. An essential component of Buddhism is the development of a strong ethical code, guided by the 5 precepts: avoiding harm, not taking what is not given, refraining from sexual misconduct, speaking truthfully, and avoiding intoxicants. These principles form the foundation for living a moral and compassionate life. When you live according to a clear ethical code, you gain a sense of stability and inner strength. This ethical compass helps you navigate life's challenges with wisdom and integrity, ensuring that your actions align with your deepest values. 8. Living according to nature, finding harmony and simplicity. Living according to nature means aligning your life with the natural rhythms of the universe. In Buddhism, this principle emphasizes the interconnectedness of all life and the importance of living in harmony with the world around you. By accepting the impermanence of all things and embracing simplicity, you can reduce stress and anxiety, allowing yourself to flow with life's changes rather than resisting them. Number 9. Weaponize gratitude, cultivating relentless positivity. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining inner peace. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and positivity. This practice helps you remain centered and resilient, even in difficult times. By weaponizing gratitude, you transform challenges into opportunities for growth and maintain a sense of joy and contentment, no matter what life throws your way. Conclusion: the path to inner peace. Incorporating these 10 Buddhist principles into your life will help you build a strong foundation of inner peace and resilience. By practicing firm purposes, emotional control, mindfulness, and gratitude, you can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and strength. Over time, you will find that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, allowing you to live a more fulfilling and joyful life. 10. Becoming the master of your emotions. Letting go of attachment and aversions. A key component of Buddhist teachings is the ability to master your emotions through the understanding of attachment and aversion. Buddha taught that much of human suffering stems from our attachments to things, people, and outcomes. We tend to cling to the things that bring us pleasure or comfort and push away the things that cause discomfort or pain. However, in doing so, we inadvertently create suffering for ourselves. Attachment refers to the tendency to hold on tightly to things we believe will bring us happiness, be it material possessions, relationships, or specific outcomes. But these attachments are often fleeting, as life is constantly changing. When we become too attached to things that are impermanent, we set ourselves up for disappointment when they inevitably change or disappear. On the flip side, aversion is the impulse to avoid or resist things we find unpleasant. Whether it's a difficult conversation, an uncomfortable emotion, or a challenging situation, our natural reaction is often to push these things away. However, avoiding discomfort doesn't eliminate it. In fact, the more we resist, the more we strengthen the negative emotions associated with it. Buddhism teaches that the path to mastering your emotions lies in letting go of these attachments and aversions. This does not mean becoming indifferent or emotionless, but rather learning to navigate life with greater flexibility and ease. When you learn to let go of the need for things to be a certain way, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster that comes with chasing happiness and avoiding pain. Instead of clinging to outcomes, practice embracing the present moment as it is. Allow life to unfold naturally without trying to control it. This doesn't mean you should be passive or apathetic, but rather that you should cultivate acceptance and adaptability. By doing so, you create an emotional equilibrium that keeps you grounded, regardless of whether life brings pleasure or pain. A powerful practice for mastering your emotions is the meditation on impermanence. This meditation invites you to reflect on the transient nature of all things, people, emotions, situations, and even your own thoughts. By deeply understanding that everything is subject to change, you can begin to release your tight grip on attachments and aversions, allowing yourself to flow with life's ups and downs. Buddha famously said, "Attachment leads to suffering." By embracing this truth and learning to let go, you free yourself from the suffering that comes with clinging too tightly to the impermanent aspects of life. Embracing impermanence as a source of freedom. One of the most liberating teachings in Buddhism is the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is in a constant state of flux. Our relationships, our jobs, our possessions, and even our physical bodies are all subject to change. While this may seem unsettling at first, understanding and accepting impermanence can bring a profound sense of peace and freedom. When you come to terms with the fact that nothing in life is permanent, you can stop grasping for control and instead learn to flow with life's natural rhythm. This doesn't mean you shouldn't care about people or things in your life, but it means you can appreciate them fully in the moment without becoming overly attached to them. Think of life as a river that is constantly flowing. The water moves over rocks and around bends, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent. If you try to hold on to a specific point in the river, you will find it impossible. Everything is constantly moving. By learning to go with the flow of life, you embrace the beauty of impermanence, finding peace in the ever-changing nature of existence. This realization also helps you let go of unnecessary suffering. For example, when you face the loss of a relationship or a job, it's natural to feel sadness or disappointment. However, by understanding that change is an inevitable part of life, you can navigate these losses with grace. You can grieve without becoming consumed by despair, knowing that new opportunities and experiences will eventually come your way. Impermanence also helps you appreciate the present moment more deeply. When you recognize that each moment is unique and will never come again, you can savor life's fleeting beauty. Whether it's the smile of a loved one, the sound of rain, or the taste of your favorite meal, impermanence reminds you to live fully in the present, cherishing every experience. Buddha said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." This teaching encapsulates the wisdom of impermanence. By living mindfully in the here and now, you free yourself from the suffering of dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. Building compassion for yourself and others. Compassion, or karuna in Buddhism, is a fundamental practice that lies at the heart of the Buddha's teachings. Compassion is not only directed toward others, but also toward yourself. By developing compassion, you create a more peaceful and harmonious inner world, as well as a greater connection with those around you. To build compassion, it's important to understand that suffering is a universal experience. Every person you encounter is going through their own struggles, insecurities, and fears. When you recognize that others are suffering just as you are, it becomes easier to approach them with kindness and understanding rather than judgment or criticism. A common Buddhist practice to cultivate compassion is metta meditation, or loving kindness meditation. In this practice, you first extend compassion toward yourself by repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease." After focusing on yourself, you gradually extend these wishes to others, first to loved ones, then to neutral people, and finally to those with whom you may have conflicts. This meditation helps to dissolve feelings of anger or resentment, replacing them with empathy and compassion. It reinforces the idea that, just as you wish to be free from suffering, so does everyone else. By cultivating a compassionate heart, you can transform even difficult relationships and interactions into opportunities for growth and understanding. Self-compassion is equally important. Many people are harder on themselves than they are on others. Buddhism encourages you to be gentle with yourself, especially when you make mistakes or face challenges. Instead of criticizing yourself harshly, treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer to a dear friend. Buddha said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This teaching reminds us that self-compassion is not a selfish act. It is an essential part of maintaining mental and emotional health. When you treat yourself with kindness, you build a strong foundation for extending that kindness to others. Compassion also plays a crucial role in healing emotional wounds. Whether it's forgiving yourself for past mistakes or letting go of resentment towards someone who has hurt you, compassion helps to release the emotional baggage that keeps you stuck in suffering. By practicing forgiveness, you free yourself from the weight of anger and bitterness, allowing for greater peace and happiness. Mindfulness. The key to unlocking inner peace, mindfulness, is one of the central practices in Buddhism and is often referred to as the heart of Buddhist meditation. It involves paying attention to the present moment with full awareness and without judgment. By cultivating mindfulness, you develop a deeper connection with your thoughts, emotions, and experiences, which in turn helps you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Mindfulness is not limited to formal meditation. It can be practiced in everyday activities, while eating, walking, talking, or even working. The key is to be fully present in whatever you are doing, noticing the sensations, thoughts, and emotions that arise without becoming lost in them. For example, when you eat mindfully, you slow down and savor each bite, fully appreciating the flavors, textures, and smells of your food. This practice not only enhances your enjoyment of the meal, but also helps you develop a greater appreciation for the present moment. Mindfulness helps you break free from the autopilot mode in which many people live their lives. When you're caught up in the rush of daily tasks, it's easy to lose touch with the present moment. You may find yourself constantly thinking about what needs to be done next, or replaying past events in your mind. This mental chatter can create stress and prevent you from fully experiencing life as it unfolds. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to quiet the mind and bring your focus back to the present. This shift in attention allows you to approach life's challenges with a calm and centered mindset, making it easier to handle stress, make decisions, and navigate difficult emotions. In addition to its mental and emotional benefits, mindfulness has been shown to have a positive impact on physical health. Studies have found that practicing mindfulness can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, improve sleep, and even boost immune function. By bringing your attention to the present moment, you not only enhance your mental clarity, but also support your overall well-being. One of the simplest ways to start incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine is through mindful breathing. Whenever you feel stressed or overwhelmed, take a few moments to focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. By anchoring your attention to your breath, you can quickly calm your mind and regain a sense of peace. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This teaching highlights the power of mindfulness in shaping your reality. By cultivating mindful awareness, you can transform the way you experience the world, creating a life filled with greater peace, clarity, and joy. Conclusion: walking the path to inner resilience and peace. As we conclude this exploration of Buddhist principles, it becomes clear that the path to inner peace is not about escaping the difficulties of life, but about learning how to navigate them with grace, wisdom, and strength. Each of the principles discussed here, firm purposes, emotional control, mindfulness, gratitude, compassion, and the acceptance of impermanence, serves as a tool to help you build a strong foundation of resilience.